What's up, guys? I've tried making this video about 8 times now, and each time I have had to delete it for some reason or another. Anyways, this is Miss Clay for Days here, and I wanted to go over something with you guys. I thought I would try something new. One of my favorite pastimes is to listen to podcasts or movies in the background as I'm working. This is most of the time why I'm not videotaping, because I'm really bad at paying attention to getting what I need to do versus listening to like a really good story. So I thought, why not intertwine that into what I'm doing? So we're going to start pretty much like podcasts and sculpting. Some of these videos are going to have my sculptures in them. Other ones are going to be podcasts with my family members, such as my mom, my dogs, and hopefully my brother once we move back to Washington. And yes, I did say that we are going back to Washington. Do we have the funds right now? No. Do we know how to get back to Washington? No. But I have this weird, crazy feeling, and I can't shake it. It's like knowing that you have like an arm or a hand or something. It's like you just know it's there. I have a weird feeling that by the 28th of next month, we're going to be fully packed up and traveling back to Washington, fully paid for house and everything. And I don't know how that could possibly happen, but you know, the universe has done some crazy stuff for us. But anyways, we can go all over that on another podcast. This one is just going to be strictly to do with the sculptures today. What I want to talk about is going to be horror. This is the start of the series, and we're going to do Annabelle. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard about what Annabelle has been causing havoc all over the internet, but apparently she has burned down a house and she's allowed a couple inmates to escape from prison. Now, these are just speculations. Of course, you can believe whatever you want, but things were pretty calm until Annabelle started getting moved to different parts of the world. I think she traveled through Texas to, I want to say, Louisiana right now. Don't quote me on that because I have not done my research. I've just seen bits, clips here and there. But we're gonna talk about Annabelle while we're sculpting, and I'll tell you a little bit about her background, and then we can say whether or not do you think that Annabelle is causing all this, or you think it's just a weird coincidence. So without any further ado, let's get started. Today we're diving into one of the most infamous haunted dolls in paranormal history, the one, the only, Annabelle. She's been locked away for decades, sealed in a glass case with a warning sign that basically says, touch this and you're on your own, buddy. So grab your sage, hold your holy water, and let's unravel the legend of the doll that's way scarier than any toy should be. First off, no, the real Annabelle doesn't look like a terrifying porcelain doll. Not like the one you've seen in the movie anyways. In real life, she's a Raggedy Ann doll. Yep. Red yarn hair, button eyes, soft fabric. Basically the last thing you expect to strike fear into the hearts of ghost hunters. But make no mistake, beneath those stitches and smiles of lies, a serious spooky story lies. Annabelle's story begins in 1970 when a nursing student named Donna was gifted the doll by her mother. A cute gift, right? Wrong. It didn't take long before things got weird. Donna and her roommate Angie started noticing the doll would move on its own, and not like I'm rolling off the bed kind of move, more like I'm in a different room entirely. How did I get here? That's the type of move. Then the notes started appearing, handwritten notes on a parchment paper they didn't even own. The messages were short and creepy, stuff like, help us, and help Lou. Lou was Angie's boyfriend, and the weirdest part, Annabelle didn't even have hands. So writing these messages, spoiler alert, it's not the dog. Things took a dark turn for Lou after he had what could be called a disagreement with Annabelle. He claimed that he had dreams where the doll climbed up his chest and tried to strangle him, and if that wasn't terrifying enough, one day he woke up with actual claw marks on his body. And again, she has no hands, no fingers. She's just pretty much like stubs. If you see the picture, you can see that that's pretty creepy. So that's right, scratches, 3 deep ones across his chest. He didn't even touch the doll ever again. He's a smart guy. By this point, Donna had enough sense to call in a medium. In the medium's story, a little girl spirit named Annabelle Higgins supposedly died on the property and possessed the doll. She just wanted love. It sounds sweet, right? But this is Horror 101, people. If a spirit says it wants to stay in your doll and be part of your family, run. That's not Casper, that's a trap. This is when Ed and Lauren Warren had come into the famous paranormal investigators, also known as the original ghost hunting power couple. The Warrens quickly determined that the Annabelle wasn't possessed by a little girl at all. In fact, the spirit was not human. Their conclusion, a demonic entity was using the doll like a puppet to get closer to the humans in the house. Yikes. They took Annabelle with them, and that's when things really hit the haunted fan. On the drive back to their home in Connecticut, their car brakes failed. Multiple times. They had to douse Annabelle in holy water just to make it back safely, and at that point you'd think, throw her in a volcano, but no, they placed her in a blessed glass case in the Oculate Museum, complete with the handwriting sign, warning, positively do not open. You know, it's serious when the warning comes in cursive. Over the years, Annabelle has been seen just chilling in the case. Well, sort of. There's been plenty of reports for her case fogging up, people hearing noise from within, and even some daring souls tapping the glass, which allegedly did not end well. One story tells of a couple who mocked the doll during their visit. The guy banged on the glass, made jokes, and was reported told by the Warrens to take it seriously. On the drive home, he lost control of his motorcycle, crashed. The girl survived, but he didn't. Coincidence, maybe, but are you gonna be the one to test that theory? I think not. Thanks to Hollywood, the world met Annabelle again in The Conjuring and her own terrifying movie spinoff. But remember the scary porcelain doll? Pure fiction. The real one sitting quietly in her glass case in a blessed room surrounded by crucifixes, rosaries, and extremely thick, no-touch energy. That said, even the movie admitted something important. It's not the doll itself that's haunted, it's the force behind it. And that force, according to the Warrens, never truly goes away. So, what have we learned, friends? 1, you should never underestimate a doll with yarn hair. When I was a child, we used to have a doll in our house, and it had this little windy thing behind its back. It never worked though, and one day my sister and I, it was during summer, the doll randomly just went off, fell from the shelf, and then appeared underneath a desk. My sister screamed as we both looked down and we had seen a face under our desk. It was so terrifying. Anyways, 2, if a ghost says it just wants to be loved, politely decline. 3, never mock haunted objects, no matter what it is. It could be a banana, but if somebody tells you it's cursed, you should probably believe them. Like Annabelle was very underestimated, and there is a toll number. There's actually not telling how many deaths she has caused since before she was ever actually taken and put in behind the glass. But who really knows the full story? Do you guys think Annabelle has caused havocs? Do you think she caused the death? Personally, I do think that the, demonic forces behind Annabelle, whoever is haunting her, did cause the death of the motorcyclist, because yes, coincidences do happen. However, that is just too big of one. You were warned. You were literally told, don't do that. Like, when a kid is just jumping on a table or something, you're like, okay, let's not do that. And then the kid falls and then they start to cry. I don't know. I mean, you were warned. Yes, you were a child, but this was a grown adult who owned had a whole vehicle's license. But, we've all done some very questionable things in our day. So, yeah, if you like the spooky tale, hit the like button. If you're casting a salt circle, and don't forget to subscribe for more haunted history, true crime, or eerie oddities. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious. Maybe don't buy any vintage dolls off eBay or any ones that you come across in deserted areas. You never know who or what might come from them. Anyways, this is my Annabelle dragon. And that wraps up my segment on Annabelle. I hope you guys liked it. This is new for me, and I'm sure it's new for you guys too. But if you like this video and you share it or anything, comment, subscribe, of course. That's going to make me know that you guys want more of this. And if I can do more, maybe I could get monetized. And if I could get monetized, that means that my sculptures are going to be cheaper. Or maybe I'll just give my art away and I'll be strictly so monetized that we just do constant giveaways, which would be so fun because I can spend more time on art and giving away to you guys, as well as, you know, doing fundraisers or spending money where it needs to go to help back towards the planet. Anyways, that was my little segment. Until next time, bye!